May you sure say Yemudo Dona on this particular video. Video yeah, a very young lady, according to the information we have no. Na woman or a young girl go school, senior secondary school, but before we go school no, now we say the team eguso bebre as a kama. And because of the educational system in the country, you know, it was a gay equal, unity. Utimi in this particular video, ye by 18 no, soon also. Meaning she did not like Tina you know, or she seemed not to like the idea say school will continue unity. But as the educational system in the country, you know, specified in or say it me and what me ako school. But surprisingly, no, I saw this particular news. What I heard and they say, Education Minister Yura Haruna Idrisu say, we will not tolerate long hair in a senior secondary schools as long as we are molding character. Me who are they when I thought say, oh no, Haruna Idrisu being the kind of person or the modern person I know will never say this kind of things. And in this particular video, I'll address the reason why I think say, or I thought say Haruna Idrisu will never ever say all these kind of things. But surprisingly, no, I have seen a particular video where Haruna Idrisu is seen in that footage or heard in that particular footage saying exactly what was reported. Honorable Haruna Idrisu.
The chairman of the GES Council is here. There is an ongoing debate in social media about haircuts and size and length of hair in secondary schools. We will not tolerate it today. We will not tolerate it tomorrow. And so long as we are molding character, if we give in to hair today, tomorrow it will be shoes. And the next day it will be the way they dress. Therefore, as part of our disciplinary measures, headmasters and GES, you are accordingly empowered to take full control of how students behave on your campuses. So anybody who thinks that your child will walk into any institution of learning as if that child, forgive my words, was to attend a beauty contest, the school environment is not for that purpose and not cut for that purpose, and would not tolerate that as an institution. Togbe Chairman, there is a lot of growing indiscipline in our schools, some even with teachers abusing learners. We would not accept that. We would apply heavy sanctions to any teacher who wants to take advantage of a learner. And to the students, you only can walk away from Maule School with two values: discipline and integrity, and the future is yours.
All right. So Honorable Haruna Idrisu ya. Say you can never go to Ghana, senior secondary schools, thinking say could be a beauty contest because team in the goose and according to Haruna Idrisu no. Say school na say we 3 years. It means we are not going to mold character. But I'm very surprised at Haruna Idrisu thinking the way he is thinking now. But who's I say Haruna Idrisu think like as it was 1925. We were in Ghana when a Rasta boy and Oko school a be debater was saying the team in Tungu. By a debate yama that boy no a German school, but Oko school no. The character say and I say when you're bad behavior and I say does it depict a very negative morality in our schools? I'm not having a duty to come and convince us because sometimes one thing as a people we need to address and they say I see a guy say yeah the titi I be a titi nipa ewa Ghana no. I don't need you to tell me over country to Finland that currently producing this particular video. Who go school in school at you go to school, you dress as to how you want, you need however you want, whatever you feel like going to school with, you go to school with. It's Haruna Idrisu telling me say the Finns and then the Ghanaians, Ghana for high moral change, Finland for another day. And I said, secondly, let me ask this particular question. You go to school, what is the reason why we go to school? Is it to shape our moral and also to bring something in the society, a bit to shape the society? It's Haruna Idrisu telling me, say, Ghana, a developing these Western countries now, you go to school as to how you want an answer day. He should tell me because I said, as an educational minister, no, you need to produce things with data. You need to back whatever you say as long as a Ghana's educational system is concerned with the data and facts, not morals. You don't go to school to get morality from the school. You go to school to get a knowledge education knowledge a bit me produce something in our societies, a bit of my society and acronym. How do you introduce you to tell me? I'm very disappointed in him. It doesn't mean say as an NDC person, I be able to cost of money, it's okay. And I didn't expect this to come from an education minister. Because he is saying, social media, there's been this kind of discussion. It means that Ghanaians have actually come to the realization that we need to shift away from some things we used to do in our country. So if we keep on doing the same thing we do every day there, then we are not going to get any results out of it. Because he needs to tell me that. Because now, as we speak, he should tell me, says, international communities. Now, say, exams are Ghanaian students performing better. Nipa or Singapore, Nipa or Finland, Nipa or US, Nipa or Norway, Nipa or Iceland, and that's a thing. You should tell me, and I said, Kwalani Eko School free Ghana appear outside in secondary school universities. No, what are we producing in the country? With our morality in a honor. Maybe I keep on saying, Yako secondary school, ne teachers a boy telling us more boy actually nyansa, but what kind of nyansa and a teacher in Nankaza or Bomiquanim and or Bomia from P1 Samamiko University or whatever, dear nyansa enemy whom free ho. You should tell us all this kind of things, and these things need to be backed by data. Me won timi me kan se me ankyere me kwa na o kan se me wi ya me so mo why ade da be Haruna Idrisu we education minister, and I for information say you want to become a president in the country in the near future. You need to think like a reasonable person. You need to think like a modern person. Morality, religion. You know, when we are building a country, we don't do these kind of things to build our societies. That be MY. We need to think. 10 years we are saying by now. We are thinking. Akwara the team you go school. But you didn't team you know. Eya akwara na dream. And money who are there na say then. So akwara na person or engineer na say scientist. Are you telling me say oh me na won't me any engineer? Are you telling me that people building aircraft going to the moon, space, you know, omoko school near you omuti and a chilo munyansa and as a thing. Back everything you say with data. That is how some of us we are gonna follow you and then think say you are thinking like a modern person. If this is the thinking how they be president, yeah, I'm telling you, some of us will not follow you. That is the honest truth. Because I want to back with data and Chireme say, I deal with me say in echo. How she is looking now. No. Do you think Sakolanico school or I give you because school is it going to help me? You need to tell some of us because me mom the one yes I don't know me minima de Haruna do so person Chireme. So when Timan convince Nyanse Nibia Kwaketi we can also know. So when Timan convince Akwalanta do you know this is why we are doing that. Master, you cannot convince will be a BM. Honorable Haruna Idrisu. I'm telling you, I'm very disappointed in the comment now here because when I saw this particular post, I said, no, this is not coming from Honorable Haruna Idrisu. And I know Honorable Haruna Idrisu is never ever going to say these kind of things. Until I saw this video of my boy say, I'm saying I want to come same way. You unko your moral as a whole. That be a your knowledge. Haruna, I know you as a young man. I will call universities. I know you as a young lawyer very, very long ago. And a minimum. But your dear morality in Ocean School. And the parliament now say, I'm a minister, a morals, and I say, knowledge in a nimno, and I do her. You need to convince some of us. But I won't even convince you that I'm sorry, Mr. Minister. Why you not quite a I said, but I declare the mouse a bear mind. I said, what talking? Why you're if I just hear me TV, so I'll wait me to QR code with so you subscribe here. Just use your camera, scan the code. A lot of information about this particular channel. Now, we'll be to my subscribe, we'll be to my like, we'll be to my share straight away into. I think many of you also watch me on TV. Just use your phone's camera. Now, snap it or scan the QR code over there. You bet me Obama, maybe I'm in the video bar also. So bet me your notification and everything channel you may be. This is the debate with Munufie. If I just say be man, so that's on this particular and the brain and pacho pibinato. Be man or more than about form kakra. And kwata with the PB. Wow. But the links in the description. In fact, so okay, me free US link, maybe a US link. No, use a US link and say, oh, any other part of the world, Europe, Asia, whatever. You should my title on European link. And then mum bet me abwa am a idea. In the honorable Haruna, my mom I don't agree with and 7 hours can convince me based on data. So okay, in Kuala school, you know. Let me tell you something. When we came to school. When we came to school in Europe, there was a data. Let me tell you, Honorable Haruna. And you replicated the same thing in the country. per 2 sets of children in the same class, in the same school. This is free consultation. Let me be honest. That 2 sets of children, per be mobile school, mama muti. Na per the same set ye be yomuti. Then, maybe 1 term or 1 semester. Give them exams. Now, which sets of people, and I say which group of these 2 and they perform better. So data and a bit much say you tia. I train you in unyansa or school and I say unyansa. Very, very simple education, Mr. Minister. Do it, and I think it's going to help you. Bema adibi apeso your mind biano. What menya pepa edia. That is the honest truth. This is the debate with Munufie and Pacho. Let's share the discussion. Comments will be out the fabric in the discussion. Na yengina emobo munko. Say a 3 year school a shape say ye tia togu we be mind se bo pimpinis ye say we buy pamata de go do hano. A din so any war on the education in the country. Secondly, your school ekopedin, your school kusua morals and I say school kunya education bi a bit ma boa am ye shape the fortunes on our country. But in the comment section no for again chelebra how ye near temo ha. But how do again chelebra we take our time and then address this. This is the debate with the Munufie Medi any William Munufie.